Sometimes I envy them because of it. Their fate is certain.
So my advice is this. Time comes to throw down, don't push.
It's just so boring sometimes. I want to see more of the world. I want to meet more people.
Like this.
Have you come here to save us? Or to take what is
Gemma.
What is it for me?
My baby has returned. We'll be so glad to see you.
No time for sweet talk, Stardust. Save some lives.
You guys get a gold star for an audience clapping straight away. Hey? All right, welcome to Whose Voice Is It Anyway? Number 2. It was so popular last year, they decided to bring us on back. And this is a game show with a difference. You've all seen voiceover panels, people sitting there going, how did you get into gaming, mate? That's really lovely. Okay, has anyone got a question? That's all nice. That's not what we're doing here today. We've turned voice acting into a game show so that these guys can have some fun and they can show you all the skills that they use inside the booth, and so you can actually get a chance to see what it's like as a voiceover artist without having to put them on the spot, because I'm going to put them on the spot for you. So I'm going to do the introductions to the team. We've got Team Heroes over here. Are you guys having a lovely PAX so far, Heroes?
One more time.
Are you having a lovely PAX?
Are you enjoying
You just got off the plane.
Yes, it's been a great PAX.
Great.
I'm American. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. We'll forgive you for being American. So what's your favourite part of the PAX so far?
Favorite part of PAX is honestly meeting everyone here. Everyone's been so lovely.
That's great. Have you met everyone here?
Oh yeah.
What about that guy at the
individually.
back?
Huh? Oh, especially that guy. Yeah.
Especially. I met him so especially.
Oh, especially.
So we've got, obviously there's heaps of awesome games that have come up there, heaps of awesome representation. Here are the villains, by the way. So if there's any sneaky, dastardly actions going to be done, it's probably going to be done by these guys, which is okay, that's understandable, that's what villains do. And this year, so last year, Douglas, who's made a lovely intro and he's doing all our technical things, he's up there. Douglas, where are you, mate?
I'm right here.
Hey, everyone say hi to Douglas.
Hello.
So I brought Douglas along so that I could blame him if anything goes wrong.
I'm his little gremlin he can blame.
That's exactly right. So if anything does go wrong, or if anything stuffs up, it's Douglas's fault, and we all need to turn up there and go, shame, Douglas, shame, because he hasn't done his job properly, even if it's me that stuffs up.
It's just part of the job of unpaid labour.
That's right. That's how we treat volunteers in this world. All right, so I've got these little cards here. They tell me what's happening, and I'm done with this one. So I don't need that anymore. Heroes, I've done that one. Heroes, what have we got? Genshin Impact, Street Fighter 6, Fortnite. You've done that, haven't you?
Yeah.
No one's ever heard of those games, have they?
Real small indie titles.
Jenny Yokobori, Hamish Plagamars, Angela Tran, Thomas G. Burt. Don't call him Thomas Burt, because there is someone out there called Thomas Burt, and he's very different to this Thomas G. Burt, with different ideologies, and he doesn't want to be associated whatsoever with that Thomas Burt, which is fair enough. I don't want to be associated with them either.
He's a snowboarder, and I'm not that sick.
Yeah. Snowboarding, who wants it? Who wants it? All right. So there's heaps of games here. What, Broken Roads? Everyone heard of Broken Roads by Drop Bear? Looks bloody awesome. If you haven't seen it, go down and check it out. Repeller Fella, which pretty much has every Australian voice actor under the sun in there. Jump Light Odyssey, that's also down in the indie section down there. If you haven't had a chance, go down and check that out. Phoenix Point, Smite, Cloudpunk, so many good games. There goes that card. Villains, what do we got here? Dom Din, Gemma Laurel, Ben Prendergast, Nina Nikolic. Okay, let's have a look here. Tower of God, I don't think anyone's heard of that.
That's a great game.
Warframe, I don't think anyone's heard of Warframe. Necromancer's Tale, though, that's pretty great. And God of War, no. Apex Legends, Lego Star Wars, whatever. Who knows? Anyway, all right, let's get into the bloody games. Right, this is a game show after all. So our captains, Dom over there is the captain of the villains, and over here Jenny's the captain of the heroes. And so, oh Jesus Christ, get out of the way, mate. Douglas. What's this doing here, mate?
I can't control physics.
Can we get a Shame Douglas Shame, please? Shame Douglas Shame!
Douglas Shame!
There's more of that where that came from, Douglas.
Yeah, go off and learn how to control physics and come back, mate.
Oh, I'm coming for you one day.
Rightio, Douglas. Not in your contract. All right, so our very first game here is called Accenturians. Douglas, put it up on the screen. Okay, so Accenturians. Now, I've created this game show to sort of show you what it's like inside the world of a voice actor. So, Dom, who's going to be doing this game in your team?
I believe I'm going to be having
Ben. All right. And Jenny, who's in your team?
The gentleman in the cheetah print.
Thomas G. Burt.
She doesn't know your name.
So Accenturians, this is how Accenturians is going to work, right? I'm going to give, everyone has 2 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to give them each a speech. And every 30 seconds on the clock, there's going to be a ding. Douglas, how does the ding sound? Shame!
Shame!
Hold on.
Where's me ding?
It is not working, but it will work in the video. It's totally fine.
Sure it will.
Douglas, you're going to have to ding.
Douglas, you got to get it together, bud.
All right, so how it's going to go is we're going to play this game, and there's going to be 2 minutes on the clock. Every 30 seconds, they're going to switch accents into the next accent. Now, we're not talking to English accent. We're not talking Scottish accent. We're talking some really weird shit. Okay? So let's start with the heroes. Thomas, come on up, mate. Now, I know you guys who are used to voiceover panels, you want to ask those questions, and I'm not going to give you any time for Q&A, so suffer in your jocks. I'm going to ask the questions that you want to ask and pretend that these are the questions you want to ask. So you're going to need a microphone. Just stay there, Thomas G. Burt.
Douglas, is this you again?
Douglas.
Thomas G. Burt, here is your microphone.
You're served for now, Douglas.
Are you on?
Thank you. Thank you.
Fucking hell. Shame, Douglas. All right, so Thomas G. Burt, this is your life. Talk me through what it was like to build your own home studio, and what did you need to learn to get it done? I know you've got a good one.
I bloody love it. I dropped out of math in year 10. I went off to pursue entertainment VET, got my certificate from TAFE, it was great, but did the rest of it. And then got really, really into acoustic physics once I realized, like, oh yeah, you actually kind of need this, and you need a lot of mass to build a studio that is a block away from a train station and under a plane line. So yeah, it's a lot of mass. It's a lot of, okay, I know that a wave at 80 hertz takes up roughly like 16 feet, so you have to calculate the amount of treatment that you need and basically just fill it with as much foam as you can. It gets very, very hot very, very quickly, and I record
naked.
I didn't want to say it. There's kids in the room.
Good for the kid games, I'm sure. So you've played a very range of...
And you're going to shame me?
Shame Douglas. Why did you put this joke in here, Douglas?
PAX does
This
not
is
recognize.
a mixed audience. Second question. You've played a very range of accents in your characters. Do you have a favourite?
I love my Russian. I love Russian because it instantly drops down here, and I feel very good about it because it's just all in the back of my throat, and I get to just live here. Yes, it's very, very serious. And
Any Russians in the audience today? Well, I think... Now, which one did we go for? Was it this one or that one? Hang on a second. This one.
Shame.
Shame.
I haven't even done anything yet.
Nah, what are you talking about? Look, it's this delay you've got going on here. I think we'll start with this one. I've got handouts. Everyone loves a good handout. So, this is what you're going to be reading.
What? Oh my God!
So, this is what Thomas G. Burt is going to be reading for today.
Oh.
And
wait.
And we're going to do it in. Let's have a look here. Okay, this is my little cheat sheet. What are we going to start off with before we put the time on the clock, Douglas? Let's start this off in the accent of.
It'll pop up when the timer starts.
It'll pop up when the timer starts.
A little bit of grace, please.
It's improv. Roll with it.
So, are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
They're ready.
Is the audience ready?
Ready for clock? Right.
We love you, Tom. Countdown with me.
2 minutes on the clock, please.
One year ago, I came to Davos and told you that our house is on fire. I said I wanted you to panic. I've been warned that telling people to panic about the climate crisis is a very dangerous thing to do, but don't worry, it's fine. Trust me, I've done this before, and my hands are shaking, so I can't read this thing. I can assure you it doesn't lead to anything. And for the record, when we children tell you to panic, we're not telling you to go on like... And for the record, when we children tell you to panic, we're not telling you to go on like before. We're telling you to rely on technologies that don't even exist today on a scale, and as science says, perhaps never will. We're not telling you to keep, talking about reaching net zero emissions or carbon neutrality by cheating and fiddling around with numbers. We're not telling you to offset your emissions just by paying someone else to plant trees in places like Africa. Well, at the same time, forests like the Amazon are being slaughtered at an infinitely higher rate. Planting trees is good, of course, but it's nowhere near enough of what is needed, and it cannot replace real mitigation and rewilding nature. And let's be clear, we don't need a low-carbon economy. We don't need to lower emissions. Our emissions have to stop. And until we have the technologies that are at scale that can put our emissions to minus, then we must forget about net zero. We need real zero, Mr. Bond, because distant net zero mission targets will mean absolutely nothing if we just continue to ignore the carbon dioxide budget that exists for today, not distant future dates.
All right, so then what we'll do is we'll go through the villains, and then you guys are going to decide with the clapometer, and then Douglas is going to decide who to clap the most. Obviously give the obligatory, you did a really good job clap like we just did there for Thomas G. Burt. But can I please have the Accenturians for here, Mr. Pendergast?
Oh my God.
It's easy. You've seen what's happened. It's fine. This is a 2-pager. Hi. Just in case you whistle on through it. But there you go. Douglas.
folks.
All right, timer, Douglas.
3, 2, 1, go!
Folks, I'd like to sing a song about the American dream. About me, about you. Wake up, Jeff! About the way our American hearts beat way down in the bottom of our chesty chests. About that special feeling we get in the cockles of our hearts. Maybe below the cockles. All right, that's not good for kids. Maybe in the subcockle. Righto, okay. So, maybe in the subcockle area, I'm not sure. Okay, maybe in the liver, maybe in the kidneys, maybe even in the colon, we don't know. Maybe I'm just a regular Joe with a regular job. I'm your average white suburbanite slob. I like football and porno and books about war. And I got an average house and a nice hardwood floor, my wife and my job. My kids and my car. My feet on my table and a Cuban cigar. But sometimes just that ain't enough for a little old lady like me interested. Oh no, no way, No, I gotta go out and have fun at someone else's expense. No, I drive really slow in the ultra-fast lane while people behind me are going insane. I'm an asshole. He's an asshole. What an asshole. In a world, I'm an asshole. I use public toilets and I piss on the seat. I walk around in the summertime saying, how about this heat? I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. Sometimes I park in handicapped spaces while handicapped people make handicapped faces. Rated PG.
All right. A very important piece of paper there. Now, Douglas, I don't know why you didn't tell me to interview Ben before we started this. Shame, Douglas.
Shame.
Lucky I've got a Douglas. All right, so Ben, tell us about one of your favourite fan moments. You've got a lot of fans, surely.
One of my favourite fan moments?
Of meeting one of your fans.
Okay, so I was in Brisbane a couple of years ago, and this woman came over with a pram and her two boys. They're this big, and they were like, oh, you know, they're really into Apex Legends, you know, really want to meet Fuse. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I bent down to the two kids, and she's like, oh, no, my husband over there, he's too embarrassed to come over. Oh. And this guy was about 6'4", massive. His name was Plugger. And so Plugger comes over, and he's like, oh, yeah, g'day, mate, it's really nice to... And his hand was so sweaty, but we hugged it out. And now we're good friends.
Aww.
Plugger, if you're out there, I love you, mate.
And your second question, it's a curly one. Why don't you think AI will ever replace humans in voicing computer game characters?
How many of us have ever been super frustrated with our computers? Can you imagine having to listen to like a video game where a computer's like telling you how they feel, and like they don't deserve that. They haven't lived a life. I also think that AI doesn't pay tax, so the government's going to come after that at some point or another. And at its heart, we're all about like either making story or enjoying story or relaying story, and it's actually about a connection between one human to another. And I just don't think that can be ever replaced. Maybe they can try, but we'll be here for it.
Good luck, computers. All right, now it's the official time in the moment to figure out who won that competition. So I want you to make as much noise as you can for Thomas G. Burt. That's pretty good.
I care about you.
What about the villain, Ben Pendergrass? Pretty good. So, Douglas,
Yes?
who do you think won that out of those two?
Oh, that's a tough one. You all cheered very, very loudly.
Mate, you're a judge.
Oh, God. You put too much power in my hands.
I know. Only to watch you fail. No, that's not true.
You know what? I think this time around, I think the villains won this round.
Okay.
Get the scoreboard up there.
So let's chuck it up on the board.
Yep. Just chucking it up now.
Great.
There
So what
we
have we got
are.
here after game one? 5 points to the heroes, 7 points to team villains. Very arbitrary, of course.
I also dropped out of maths at year 10, so...
How's your voiceover booth, mate?
It's literally a bed mattress.
Yeah, so you need a little bit more than just that, Tom. Right. That came back to haunt me. All right, so game two. Game two, bring us up on the screen. Douglas, next one's called Emotion in the Ocean. Aren't you? You're anticipating this one. Each contestant is given a famous line from a popular game. I don't know where we're going to pull these games from. And it's going to be displayed on the screen. So I'm going to play the director. This is to show you what it's like when you're actually doing a live recording session. So we're going to have them come up every 30 seconds. We're going to go, look, that's great. But can we maybe try it with a little bit more something? And then we're going to give that line again, but with a whole new slant. So let's start with the villains this time. Dom, who we got for the villains?
I sacrificed Gemma Laurel.
Gemma Laurel. Come on up. I'm going to do the interview first this time because I've figured out the error of my ways. So, Gemma, you've played a boss in Warframe, The Last Epoch, and Path of Exile. Have you been typecast as a baddie now?
Pretty much. And I really enjoy it, actually, because I'm not an a-hole in real life, so it's really nice to let that side out.
Aw. So you get to live outside in your baddie ways?
Yeah, like it's therapy. You know, you get total free range inside a booth.
Well, Douglas certainly likes playing an evil bastard.
I have too much power up here.
I'd be a villain off.
Hell. Second question. Do you still get nervous when auditioning for roles?
Oh, yeah, gosh. I think that never goes away, really. I think it's just part of it, the process, and try to weave it in.
What do you do?
I try to integrate it into performance, to be honest, because there's no fighting it.
A nervous end-of-level baddie?
Yeah, you know, evil laughs, get that nervous laugh out.
I love it. All right, so Emotion in the Ocean, I've got something here for you. Now, it's from a very little-known game we like to call God of War Ragnarok. Now, Ben, you'll know this line. It's one of yours, but so this is your line. And so what I'm looking for right now as a director, I'm looking for something, you know, how Ben did it was nice. But what I'm looking for is something a little bit more intoxicated. So, have we got a timer on this one, Douglas?
We sadly do not.
What?
I also would like to warn you that Ben doesn't play Kratos.
He learns to escape my past. Boy.
He does play a God of War,
Well, then,
though.
why did you set me up like that, Douglas? Shame, Douglas. Shame.
Shame!
Jesus. Hard to find good free help around here these days, Gemma. So, can you just chuck a 2-minute timer up on the clock? No.
I'm going to say no. I think we just got to go
I've
with it.
offended him now. All right, so
I don't want to put up a timer anymore.
I want you to read that line out, intoxicated, if that's all right, please.
All right.
I came to these lands to escape my past. To start a new life. I can hide no longer. I did not want this war. We have suffered enough. Prophecy did not lead us here. Nor will it win this battle. Was it won by those that are willing to sacrifice everything? If that is the cost of vengeance, then so be it.
Gemma, that was really, really good. But what we're actually looking for is something like a little bit more flirtatious.
I came to these lands to escape my past, to start a new life. I can hide no longer. I did not want this war. We have suffered enough. Prophecy did not lead us here, nor will it win this battle. Wars are won by those that are willing to sacrifice everything. If that is the cost of vengeance, then so be it.
I love it. I love it. I just don't know if it's going to fly well with the sound team. I think shame. I think can we do it again? I love what you're doing. I love everything you're doing, except we want it a little different. Can you give it to me in sort of a nonchalant kind of way?
I came to these lands to escape my past, to start a new life. I can hide no longer. I do not want this war. We have suffered enough. Prophecy did not lead us here, blah, 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 nor will it win this battle. Wars are won by those that are willing to sacrifice everything. If that is the cost of vengeance, so be it.
And a special note, that's not how you spell chalant.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Douglas misspelled nonchalant.
Shame, Douglas. Nonchalant of you.
I also dropped out of English in year 10.
Yeah. This is why this is the only job you could get, right? Non-paying job where we just give you shit all night. Okay.
Someone's into it.
That's really great, and I think you're almost there. I think you're so close. You're doing a fantastic job. I love what you're putting into it. But I want something a little bit more obnoxious.
I came to these lands to escape my past, to start a new life. I can no longer hide. I do not want this war. We have suffered enough. Prophecy did not lead us here, nor will it win this battle. Wars are won by those that are willing to sacrifice everything. If that is the cost of vengeance, then so be it.
Put your hands together for Gemma Laurel. We're going to use all of those takes. It was great. God of War, look out. So we'll do the clapping at the end where we decide who did what. But next up, we've got Hamish Plagamars for the Heroes.
You didn't want to ask my team captain?
No. No, I bypassed it. Jenny, who's in this game?
Probably.
Yeah, there we go. Hamish, come on up.
She has so much faith in me.
This is totally improvised, I swear.
What are you talking about?
Guy, I can't...
Plan this down to a T.
I can't burp on command. Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay, so Hamish.
Yeah, hi.
As a relative newcomer to Voices, what advice would you give to landing your first game role?
Oh, be prepared to fail. That's one of the biggest things. I failed for 6 years before I got my first video game role in Broken Roads. Is like my big kind of game into the whole thing. Be prepared to fail, but also have fun with it, you know. It's a lot of fun, and go and find people. That's what I did. I found people who did stuff for free. University students, when I went and did my master's in screenwriting, I was talking to people in the animation department being like, hey, I hear you're doing an animation. Do you know voice actor? Oh my God. I'm totally kidding, it's fine, it's fine. It's just, if you thought about it, yeah.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
You got to be prepared to fail. And now, in Repeller Fella and Broken Roads, you use your Australian accent.
I do, yep.
Do you think that Aussie accents lend themselves to gaming?
All right, so do we have 3 hours? Australian accents, of course, lend themselves to gaming. All accents lend themselves to gaming. The fact that Australian accents have so often been considered to be funny accents is completely wrong, because we have so many situations where Australian accents can be powerful, emotive, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to just be, oh no, Cleo, all that kind of crap. I did it for you, Jenny. I did it for you.
The condensation.
The condensation. Oh, thank you.
This is a little excerpt from a game called Genshin Impact.
Oh, that's like a small one, right? Yeah.
No one's ever heard of it.
Yeah, no.
This one is from, I'm pretty sure this is Jenny's line.
It is this time, yes.
Yeah, as opposed to whatever it was last time you hooked me up with, Douglas.
I'm sorry.
All right, so Jenny, are you prepared for him to brutalise your line? Because that's what's about to happen here.
That's what I flew out here for, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what we're looking for in this bit, mate, we're looking for something like, now I want you to deliver it, but I want you to deliver it with a sense of agitation.
Agitation.
Yeah, so agitation. That's
okay.
All right, I'll go on mute and I'll press record.
Okay. Check, 1, 2, check, yeah, okay. My father's hearing isn't very good. When I was young, he was always smiling no matter what I said to him, and so I thought that everything I said was correct, so I kept talking, and he would keep smiling. And later I found out he was smiling because he couldn't hear clearly. But as long as he keeps truly happy, I'll keep talking to him.
That was great, Hamish, but what we're looking for is actually something a little bit more vengeful.
Oh, all right. My father's hearing isn't very good. When I was young, he would smile no matter what I said to him, and so I thought that everything I said was correct. So he kept talking and he would keep smiling, but later, I found out that he was smiling because he couldn't hear clearly. But as long as he's truly happy, I'll keep talking to him!
That was startlingly similar to my first take.
Yeah, we're loving it, Hamish, loving it.
Yeah,
we just need someone a little bit more enthusiastic, if you know what I mean.
Oh, enthusiastic. My father's hearing isn't very good. When I was young, he would always smile no matter what I said to him. And so I thought everything that I said was correct. So I kept talking, and he would keep smiling. But later I found out that he wasn't smiling because he actually couldn't hear clearly. But, as long as I keep, truly happy, I'll keep talking to him. Oh, I butchered that one.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh, the microphone wasn't on there. That's great, obviously, Hamish.
Sorry.
We're just looking for something a little bit more fearful.
Fearful?
Yeah.
Fearful, okay, yeah. My father's hearing isn't very good. When I was young, he would always smile no matter what I said to him, and then so I thought everything I said was correct. So I kept talking, and he would keep smiling, and later I found out that he wasn't smiling because he couldn't hear clearly, but as long as I keep him truly happy, I'll keep talking to him!
Great job. You're hired.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
All right, so clapping over here for Gemma Laurel. It's good. And Hamish Plagamars. Douglas, what do you reckon, mate? I reckon that your microphone's off. Shame, Douglas.
It seems like we got the point.
I think that was pretty clear, actually. Hamish, great job. What's going on over there, mate?
We're just getting the scoreboard up now. There we are.
Do you want a break? I didn't say you could have a break. Right. Team Heroes currently in lead by 2 points. Team Villains, 10 points. We come across to the next game. Speechless in Seattle. I've got a special box for this one. So, part of being a voice actor is that you have to make noises. You might get hired to be in battle scenes. You might get hired to die. You might get hired to be an animal or a monster or something. So, this is our little twist on charades, where we have 2 minutes on the clock. And in here, I have, because it's PAX, a whole bunch of game titles, famous computer game titles. And we're going to put 2 minutes on the clock, and the competitors are going to have to get their teammates to say as many as they can. We'll ding it on the board, and that'll be how many points they get. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Now your dinger works.
I'll just communicate this way now. Ask me a yes or no question.
It's good when a dinger works, isn't it? That's why I've got no kids. All right, so Dom, who have we got here tonight for Speechless in Seattle?
We have got the fabulous Fetch.
Nina Nikolic. Come on down. Dun, 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 dun. So Nina, hard-hitting questions right off the bat. Having had a successful Twitch career playing games, do you play any of the games that you're in?
Yes.
Which one?
I've played the Necromancer's Tale demo. I've played the Fruit Bus demo, Jump Light Odyssey as well. There's so many of us in there, and it's funny because my ears can always pick up I know our voices so well that I'm like, that's Ange. There's my voice. That's Tom. That's Kevin.
Did you play on the Twitch channel?
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of good, isn't it?
Kid Kerrigan, if you know that name, that's me too.
Kid Kerrigan, everyone. Get on board. So, I don't know, has anyone out here heard of Casters and Cantrips, the online role-playing game? So you play an online role-playing game called Casters and Cantrips.
Yes.
Do you think role-playing games help you develop your skills as a voice actor?
Absolutely. That's why I started. I was really intimidated to get into D&D my whole life. It sounded really overwhelming and really scary to get into. And then when I started looking into voiceover and improv classes, accents, character, story, all of those things, Dungeons & Dragons has all of those things. So during COVID, I thought, good a time as any to try exploring that world.
And dragons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, now I play a little old turtle lady. She's a little senile. Her roles are always bad. Her name's Cooter. Cooter Loggerhead.
Is that on your Twitch channel or the D&D?
Yes, on Casters and Cantrips every Saturday.
Are you ready to play this game, Nina?
I am.
All right, Douglas, 2 minutes on the clock, mate. All right. Well, hang on a second. Fucking shame, Douglas.
Shame. Down, boy, down. I have to be over here.
So, I'm ready. All righty. Now you can go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Mind meld, come on, mind meld. 3 words.
Oh, dear.
Squatting.
Grand poop order. Crawl. Sneaking.
Crouch.
Sneak.
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 You can pass if you want to.
Oh.
Money?
That's a sword.
Sword? That's a sword.
Slaying?
Oblivion.
Battle?
Skyrim.
Driving.
You can pass if you want to.
What?
You can pass if you want to.
Oh, yeah, pass.
Pass.
Yeah, pass. I didn't know we could pass.
Don't.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Nina.
You got this. You got this.
Pushing? 2 words.
Uphill. No.
Push.
Up yours.
Round.
Circle?
Round push.
Boulder? Boulder's Gate.
Oh, yeah.
One word.
Zelda.
What?
Elf.
What the hell is that?
Sims.
What the hell is that?
How do we do this? Pass. What?
2 words.
Can we just pass on this?
We have 15 seconds, Nina. 3 words.
This is so hard.
Horizon Zero Dawn. 2 words.
Two words. Explosion. Boom. What was it?
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, Xenoblade. Oh, my God.
It was Final Fantasy.
Hey, Guy, I think the dinger works.
Shame, Guy, shame.
Don't shame yourself. So, how many points did we get?
I'm pretty sure only 1.
Wow! Thanks, Nina.
It's golf rules.
Pokemon was one of them, by the way.
How are we meant to guess Xenoblade Chronicles?
There's a sliding scale, villains. Sliding scale. Thanks, Nina. So 1 point on the board for you guys. Speechless in Seattle. Heroes, who's up for this one? Jenny?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, it's my turn now.
It's your turn. Welcome to Bad Accents. Hang on, look at all these things.
Yes.
Oh, it's
bets are
odd.
off, y'all.
Here you are. Welcome to the stage. No, that's my questions for you. Trying to get a head start. So, Jenny, you voice Yua in Street Fighter 6.
I do, yeah.
What is it like recording fighting noises? You must have a lot of oosh.
It's a lot of using what I learned when I was 8 years old in Taekwondo when I would get beat up a lot. It's a lot of method acting.
Okay. So you brought some of that Taekwondo into the acting studio.
Yeah, bring some of the losing at Taekwondo into the acting studio.
So your character's not very good in the game, is that what you're saying? Gets her ass kicked.
She's 8.
You voiced for the animation in The Simpsons and big game titles. Do you have a preference for animation or gaming, and why?
Right now, I'm going to say it's games because we're not on strike. So.
That is a great answer. Are you ready to get into this game?
Huh?
You ready?
I mean, as ready as I'll ever be. I
Great.
suppose, yeah.
Douglas, have you got my medication?
Timers or...
All right, are you
ready?
ready? You can start with the first one. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
All right.
Ding.
3, 2, 1, go!
3 words. Strong.
Hulk.
Hulk smash.
Punching.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck.
Superman.
Baldur's Gate.
Superman 64. Marvel.
Super. Super.
Smash. Do Smash Bros.
Yes. Okay. Baldur's Gate.
Shrek? No. It's loser. Zelda?
Luigi.
No, Luigi. Wario.
One word. One word.
Really?
One word.
Fortnite! Fortnite!
Yes, Fortnite.
Do we need to guess for you?
You can pass.
Pass.
Duck hunt.
One word. Round.
Big door.
Big door.
Walking in.
Walking in. Portal.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good.
Ah, screw you.
Douglas.
Blind.
One. Oh, blind.
Blind.
4 words.
4 words.
Blind.
5
words.
Stop. 5 words. Nose.
Can't see.
Blind.
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Blind something.
I don't know.
Blind.
Pass.
Round.
Kirby. Yeah, Kirby Street.
2, 1.
This is Fortnite again.
Oh, you put it back in there. Great work. How many points was that, Douglas?
3, right?
I believe that was 4.
4 points. Heroes are taking a decided lead in this game.
I get really into these things.
It's come time for the very last game. So this game is a little different to the other games. I've made a lot of mess here, Douglas.
I'll vacuum it later, it's fine.
What's going to happen here, this is a game we call Impersonate out of 10 Cats. Now, I'm going to need both of the members for this one up, which I believe is Dom. And I also believe Angela, if you'd like to take the stage. Right.
Pacific Shield.
Nope, that's not it. This one here. So how this is going to work out is there's going to be someone playing the game and an NPC. So we'll start with the heroes. Angela, you played this last year, so you know how this rolls. So Angela, you're going to be pitching a game concept to a developer about lizards infiltrating the media. And every 30 seconds, we're going to put a different character for you to impersonate as you try and pitch your game concept here to Dom, who is going to tell you whether or not that game concept is going to fly. Have we got 2 minutes on the clock, Douglas?
Yep, we ready?
Are you?
We need some mics.
Oh, all
Shame.
right, all right.
Shame.
Shame, Douglas.
Hello.
No,
Hello.
don't shame me, I did nothing.
What are you talking about?
Shame.
1, 2.
You're the
1, 2.
designated shame. I'd be lost without you, Douglas, just so you know.
Aww.
I need you in my everyday life.
Aww. Okay.
Where are the dingers? Hang on a second. All right, so 2 minutes on the clock.
We ready to go?
Are you ready, Ange?
Yes.
Great.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, so tell me about your game, mate.
I'm still small. I think the lizards are invading. I must kill them.
Okay, but what about your game?
Take off your face. Hello, I'm Lilo. I mean Stitch. Yes. So I think that the video games are great, and buy my game or I'll kill you.
Oh, wow. So I wish for 2 things. Wanda said that if I wish for a really cool game where you, just play lizards and, you fight them and then, you take over the world and, you shoot Donald Trump in the face and, it's really good and, I think it'll be a really cool game. Would you buy it?
I think so. Tell me a little bit more about it.
Okay, so
That's not how you spell Yzma.
That's not how you spell
I
Yzma.
absolutely don't believe that. Well, video games are trash. And I think Baldur's Gate. What's Baldur's Gate? Wouldn't you prefer to play a game about lizards and infiltrating the world?
Well, Baldur's Gate is one of the best RPGs of all time, but go ahead.
I think you're quite wrong.
Oh, okay.
And also, what are you wearing?
You're insulting my...
As if someone, oh, hello, I'm Snow White. And I am in a relationship with 7 dwarves. And you know, I really like attention because short men need it too. And, oh, I'm so sorry, that wasn't politically correct, I'm so sorry.
So how does this relate to the game?
Well, I think that, you know, lizards are beautiful, and I love them, and I think you should play games with them, and yeah.
Like you play games with the dwarves?
Hands together for Hans. Great work. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Shame.
Shame.
I'm sorry.
Douglas. Lucky he's got the dingers. All right. Great work, by the way. Are you ready, Dom?
I thought you were going to interview Ange.
We're good. Oh, do you want an interview?
Yeah,
all right, let's
why
do
not?
one. All right. This is a game show where nothing goes wrong. Angela.
Hello.
Just got a couple of questions for you before we get into this next game. You've done a range of games, anime and other VO work. Do you have a preference for any of the kind? What's your favourite kind of VO work to do?
I would like to say, and this is not related to the strike at all.
No.
I quite like, I've been digging animation at the moment just because it's really, depending on the style, it's very hyperactive, very cool, very like physical. And, you know, one of my favorite roles was a girl that turns into a magical dog and just, yeah.
Sweet.
I know, right?
That's
Yeah.
great.
I know, it's so good. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's great. Animations are great. Have you got this dog with you? Hang on a second.
Wait, what?
Hang on. That was not real, was it?
Shame. Shame.
No,
That's
Douglas.
loud when it
Only
gets
shame
there.
for you.
Oh, okay.
You ready for another question?
Oh, yeah,
You're
yeah.
confused as hell right now. You're like, what the hell's going on? I didn't catch what's going on there.
I thought you were
All
gonna,
right.
yeah.
Do any of your friends and family play the games that you're in, and do they think it's weird hearing you in those games?
They actually don't. I mean, okay, no, they do, but it's they don't realize it's me till after.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good.
I've had a couple of conversations where they're like, oh my God, you're in this game. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of me. Yeah.
That's great. That's a great sign of a good voice actor. Didn't even know it was you.
I suppose so. Yeah.
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 Were you like, nah, it's me. I'm the dog.
Yeah, I'm the dog. Yeah.
I'm the animated dog there.
Yeah, just the one dog.
Just the one. It'd be weird if you
dog.
could animatedly turn into a couple of dogs.
I was a dog and a kangaroo,
Oh.
but in 2 different things.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Bluey's the goal.
What's Bluey? What? No, I'm kidding. I love Bluey.
Yeah.
Shame.
Oh.
Shame, yep,
You
shame,
can't
yep.
shame people, Douglas. The hierarchy of shame. Dom.
Hi.
Are you ready for some questions?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Here we go. Being a trans voice actor, how has that experience been when applying for roles?
Could you repeat the last part of the question? I couldn't.
How's the experience been when applying for roles?
Right. So thankfully, because I started voice acting before I transitioned, so I was already really comfortable with male roles, and so I was always really comfortable with my voice. I always just thought, this is just the way it is. But as I transitioned, I thankfully have had the privilege of being able to work with a lot of casting directors that still take a chance on trans talent, particularly people like Marissa Lenti, and also just people with Margaret Studios, like they've really been able to help really give me roles that like I never would have thought I've done. Like I've been able to voice, I think my most prevalent voice type cast right now is moms, which I love, because I love being like just I like being able to voice characters that have a mature female voice, because a lot of cis females do have mature female voices, and I think we need to highlight that a lot more in media, and I love being able to do that. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I like being able to be that like like trying to guide the path forward where others before me have like Maddie Blaustein, who voiced like in Pokemon and stuff. I really just want to be able to help trailblaze in that way. So yeah.
Yeah.
Give a round of applause.
And question number 2.
Yes.
As one of the very few Aussies who has done union roles remotely to the US, what is the difference between union and non-union work?
Right, so non-union work obviously is pretty much everything else under the sun that isn't governed by things like SAG-AFTRA. So it's really the Wild West in terms of the rates, how you're treated, when you're gonna get paid and stuff. Really, you need to make sure all your contracts and everything are down pat. Whereas with SAG-AFTRA, it's like basically you have all these agreements that are going on, especially with the SAG-AFTRA strike that has just been authorized. We're not striking yet in terms of video games. But basically, it's just a lot more structured. The pay rate is amazing, by the way. I love union pay. It's so good. I just need to put that out there. Like, it is so good, especially conversion from USD to AUD. Mwah. You got to play the economic game, but no, it's also just I like the process more of union productions, because basically, yeah, like they have to pay you within 30 days, and I feel like my job feels a lot more secure as a voice actor when I'm working on union stuff, and I am so glad to be privileged to have been able to do SAG-AFTRA work in Australia remotely and be one of the few people in my cast to do that. Like in Tower of God New World, I was the only Australian to record remotely, and I think that's just amazing to be able to do that from my bedroom. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. Are you ready to play Impersonate out of 10 Cats?
I am ready to play.
I hope so. Because this time you're negotiating with your parent, trying to get an extra half hour of the Xbox before bed.
This feels a little close to home.
Douglas.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, so I really need to get that last, like, just a little bit before bed. I swear to God.
Oh my God, Timmy, what happened to your voice?
Oh, look,
Have you been smoking cigarettes again?
No, I haven't been smoking cigarettes. I've just been drinking a little bit too much Kool-Aid. Look, but like, Mom, it's totally fine. I just need to be able to play just a little bit more Apex.
You need to go to bed.
No, I don't think so. I'm okay. You don't need to worry about me. I'm all good, all right?
Okay, all right, but you still need to go to sleep now.
No, but I need to play with my friends because my friends are my power, okay? It should be all good. I totally got this, all right? Donald and Goofy are waiting for me.
Who are Donald and Goofy?
They're my online friends. Just don't worry about it, Mom. It's
honey, I think you need to see a psychologist.
Why
don't you sit down?
No, I'm all good to not sit down. I don't need to sit down at all.
Are you now Italian?
No.
Honey, what have we said about cultural appropriation?
Honey.
You
don't need to worry.
You don't need to worry? What? Is that what you said?
I just need to have the last hour on Xbox, even though I like to play Nintendo instead. I just need a little bit more time.
Okay.
Please.
No. I said 8:30, and I don't know why you wouldn't stick with 8:30.
It just feels unfair. I feel like dying right now.
Woo! Fantastic work here. All right, one final time to ask for you guys in the audience. Put your hands together for the lovely Angela Tran. And the indomitable Dominic Din. Great work. Thank you very much to both of you. Nailed it. Douglas.
Are we ready to see the winner?
Are you guys ready to see the
hope
winner
so.
of 2023 PAX? Whose line is it anyway? Number 2, the winner is... Vivian! Put your hands together. Thanks everyone for coming down. The real winners are you guys, because that's what you meant to say, but honestly, nah, not you over there. He's not a winner. Thanks for coming down. It wouldn't have been possible without you guys, because we would have just been sitting here doing this by ourselves, which we would have done anyway. But it makes it better when you're here to clap and laugh and have a great time. And I hope you've learned something about voice acting and how crap Douglas is at things. And I hope you have a fantastic PAX and enjoy the crap out of it.
Woo! Have a beautiful evening, everyone. Good night.
That was so much fun.